Hello, who is there? Hello. Okay. Now we'll start the meeting because I will complete the portion which has been left in the last lecture. Fuel supply system of diesel engine. I will show you the videos also. So be attentive. Okay. So we'll start with this fuel supply system of diesel engine. The components, first of all, you have to write or you should know what are the components of the fuel supply system of diesel engine. Fuel filter is there. Fuel tank, though it is not there, fuel tank is always there. Then fuel filter, then fuel lift pump, then fuel injection pump. This is very okay. Fuel injection pump, atomizers. Okay, I will tell you what are the functions of atomizer, fuel injection pump, all that. Then high pressure pipe. Okay, all these are the components of fuel supply system of diesel engine. So first of all, just watch the components. This is the flow diagram or the flow diagram of the fuel supply system of diesel engine. Here actually we'll see first the flow diagram. Okay, this is the flow diagram. This is the diesel tank or fuel tank. This is very disturbing that the students are not joining in time or whatever maybe the time is given. Diesel tank is there, fuel filter is there. This is the fuel lift pump actually. This is the fuel lift pump. This is again the secondary fuel filter. Here also fuel filter is there, primary fuel filter. This is the secondary fuel filter. In between fuel lift pump is there. Then fuel injection pump. This is and then this is the injector. This is actually fuel injector. Fuel injector or they are also known as atomizer. They are also known as atomizer. Okay, these are the fuel injector or the atomizers. Fuel injector, and the last component actually the cylinder means the fuel or the charge fuel plus air enters into the cylinder. So you should know that in diesel engine only air enters into the cylinder. But first of all, we will see the components again from the figure. There are two different figures. The first is the flow diagram. Already I have told you, and this is the general layout of the fuel supply system. And then again there is the some fuel supply system of the diesel engine. So I will explain these two figures as well as some theory on that. So this is the diesel tank. This is the primary filter. Okay, this is also one type of filter. This is the diesel tank or the fuel tank. Then this is the sediment bowl. These are the these are the pipes actually. These are the pipes. This is the fuel lift pump. Fuel lift pump. Then again there is a fuel filter. Here it is a sediment bowl or filter. It again it is also a fuel filter. This is also a primary filter one. This is a fuel filter also. Then this component. See, this is the injection pump. Fuel lift pump is another thing which lifts the fuel from tank through fuel filter into the fuel injection pump. This is the fuel injection pump, FIP, or it is also called as the atomizer. From that fuel injection pump, the fuel goes into these injectors. Say there are four cylinders. One, two, three, four. There are four cylinders. So there are four fuel injectors. Then the throttle control is there here. Air cleaner is there and air is there. So what happens? Carburetor is not present in diesel engine. Carburetor is not necessary in diesel engine. So how this fuel supply system of diesel engine works? I already told you that the first component is diesel tank, fuel filter, fuel lift pump, then again fuel filter, then there is a fuel injection pump, fuel injector, and the last is cylinder. So how the process actually the fuel supply system of diesel engine? Diesel engine is also known as a compression ignition engine, CI engine. So first of all, what happens? The air from the atmosphere enters into the air cleaner. Whatever maybe the dust is there, that the dust is absorbed by the air cleaner, and the air is entered into this cylinder. Say or consider this is the portion of four cylinders, and the air is entered into each cylinder. Then means it is a suction stroke. Then there is compression, air gets compressed, and as soon as the air gets compressed, means its temperature gets increased, and compression strokes ends. As soon as the compression strokes ends, through the fuel injectors, the fuel is entered. The fuel is entered into the cylinder in the form of fine droplets, very small droplets, or in the form of spray. In the form of spray, the fuel enters into the cylinders. So very simple thing is that how it works. You should understand that the fuel from the diesel tank, or the what you can say fuel tank, the fuel enters into the filter or the sediment bowl. It is filtered, and then through this pipe it goes to the fuel lift pump. Now there are three fuel filters. Say this is the fuel filter, this is also fuel filter, this is also fuel filter. Then this is the fuel injection pump. This is the fuel lift pump, and these are the fuel injectors. Fuel injectors also called as atomizer. So these fuel injectors are also known as the atomizers. Atomizers means they are the fuel injectors. Okay. So atomizers means the fuel injector. Here it is, and the high pressure pipe. Say these are the four pipes. One, two, three, four. These pipes are the high pressure pipe. And what happens during this process? The fuel from the diesel tank enters into the sediment bowl. From there, it comes to the fuel lift pump. Now, the fuel lift pump is at the base. Then it lifts the fuel into the fuel injection pump with high pressure. And in between, the secondary fuel filter is provided, which filters the fuel, and then the fuel enters into this fuel injection pump. Coupling is there, and from fuel injection pump it goes to the fuel injectors. One, two, three, four. There are four cylinders. There are four. So there are four fuel injectors. These fuel injectors are also known as atomizers. Okay. So what is the function of atomizers or fuel injectors? It injects the fuel into the combustion chamber. Combustion chamber means into the cylinder at the end of compression stroke. At the end of compression stroke, fuel injector injects the fuel into the cylinder. So what is the function of atomizer or fuel injector? It actually supplies the fuel. Actually, fuel lift pump supplies the fuel with high pressure to the fuel injection pump, and then fuel injection pump supplies the fuel to the fuel injectors or atomizers, and through these atomizers, or the function of atomizer or the fuel injector is that it converts the liquid, or here it is a diesel or the fuel, into fine droplets or in the form of spray into the cylinders. When compression stroke is completed, it is in case of diesel engine, and the fuel gets mixed into the air, which is already hot, and the hot air actually ignites diesel or the fuel, and the power stroke happens, and the cylinder moves down. And after the power stroke, the exhaust strokes are there. Means suction, compression, power, and exhaust. They are the process of the uh, four-stroke engine, and the sequence of events of four-stroke engine and two-stroke engine. Then we'll see, this is also another figure of fuel supply system of diesel engine. See, this is the air inlet, this is air cleaner. Okay. From that, this is the manifold, engine manifold. Here, actually, inlet manifold. This is the exhaust manifold. So there are four cylinders. One, two, three, four. There are four cylinders. In that four cylinders, air enters during the suction strokes. Before that, it gets filtered through the air cleaner. See, this is the diesel tank or the fuel tank. Through the this is one filter, this is primary filter, and from this pipe, the fuel from fuel tank goes to the fuel injection pump. This is the fuel injection pump. This is the fuel injection pump. See, this is the this is the fuel actual lift pump. This is the fuel lift pump. From the fuel lift, the fuel is lifted. Again, there are one or two fuel filters. These are the fuel filters, one or two fuel filters, and from that filter, the fuel and fuel injection pump, fuel goes from the fuel injection pump, fuel goes into the cylinders. The fuel goes into the cylinders, or there are fuel injectors are provided, and these are the high pressure pipes. There are four cylinders, so there are four high pressure fuel injection pump. This is the fuel injection pump. This is the fuel lift pump. Through that, the fuel enters into the fuel. So see this description. During the engine operation, the fuel is supplied by gravity from the fuel tank to the primary filter. From fuel tank to the primary filter by gravity, where coarse impurities are removed. From the primary filter, the fuel is drawn by the fuel transfer pump. Fuel transfer pump is also known as a fuel lift pump, and is delivered to the fuel injection pump. From fuel injection pump, the fuel is delivered to the fuel injection pump. From this is the fuel lift pump. From fuel lift pump, it goes into the fuel injection pump through secondary fuel filter. Means there are two secondary filters. This is also filter. This is also means while moving or delivering the fuel from fuel lift pump into the fuel injection pump, fuel is filtered through these two fuel filters. The fuel injection pump supplies fuel under high pressure to the injectors through the high pressure pipes. So high pressure pipe is there, and through this high pressure pipe, fuel through the fuel injectors or atomizers. Fuel injector is also known as atomizers. It enters into the cylinders. The injection atomize. The fuel injector atomizes. The fuel injector atomizes the fuel and injects into the combustion chamber. Combustion chamber is nothing but the cylinder of the engine. The fuel injection pump is fed with the fuel in abundance. So this is the description of fuel supply system, and all about means you have to draw the figure and write down all these things. Then two conditions are essential for efficient operation of fuel supply system. The fuel should be clean and free from water. Okay, the fuel should be free and clean from water, and it should be free from suspended dirt, sand, or other foreign matter. The fuel injection pump should create proper pressure so that Diesel fuel may be perfectly atomized by injectors and be injected in proper time and in proper quantity in the engine cylinder. Fuel should be filtered before filtering the tank also. Uh, Now, there is a little bit description about the fuel lift pump. It is not in your syllabus. Maybe we will not take this portion. What is the description of the fuel lift pump? Till okay, we will take this one. It is a pump which transfers fuel from the line to the fuel injection pump. It is mounted on the body of the fuel injection pump. It delivers adequate amount of the fuel to the fuel injection pump. It has body, pump, inlet all and the pressure all. The valves are tightly pressed against their seats by springs. The piston is free to slide in the bore. The fuel contained in the space below the piston is forced to flow through secondary fuel filter to the injection pump. At the same time, downward movement of the piston means this is the movement of the piston inside the pump. This is not the piston of engine. It is the piston of the fuel injection pump. सायकलचा पंप बघितला असेल ना त्याच्यामध्ये जी मुवमेंट होती ती at the same time downward movement of the piston creates a depression in the space above the piston which causes the fuel to be drawn into the pump from the fuel tank through the inlet wall and the primary filter. And these examples we have taken in the last lecture. Now we'll take I will show you the video so that I will show you the video so that you can understand the fuel supply system of diesel engine. It may be audible or not, just try to understand. Uh, is it is it audible or not? Hello, is it audible or not? Just SMS me or
No, sir,
text me.
no. No, it is not audible.
Just wait, wait. I will try something that. Okay, is it audible or not? It. Hello, hello. Okay, means the audio is coming for someone and okay. Was it audible? Okay. Thank you.
हॅलो.
हा, बोला.
हॅलो सर, आवाज नाही येते काही.
नाहीये का? एक मिनिट, जस्ट वेट. काय प्रॉब्लेम होतोय? मुलं म्हटले आवाज येतोय. चॅट मध्ये आलंय, मी बघितलं नाही. ओके. बरं, मी दुसरा व्हिडिओ प्रेझेंट करतो. इट मे बी ऑडिबल, अँड इफ इट इज नॉट ऑडिबल देन आय विल एक्सप्लेन द व्हिडिओ. Okay, though the audio is maybe not present, I will explain that video by putting my voice while the video is going on. Just wait. Maybe there is some problem that the video, maybe why it is not audible, I don't know, but listening it properly. I am getting the audio, but maybe you are not getting the audio. Okay. So this is one. Just wait. I will put this video. Yeah. Now is it audible or not? This second video is audible or not? No. Okay. 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 I will explain it. I will explain it. No problem. I will explain it. Just see this video, or just see this figure. This is your fuel tank. Okay, fuel tank. This is the primary filter, means purification, or the water in the fuel is absorbed, or some dust order. Then this is the fuel injection pump, or it is a mechanical lift pump which lifts the fuel from the fuel tank through this fuel filter into the fuel injection pump. This is again one actual fuel injection pump is here. This is primary filter. This is secondary filter. In between, fuel lift pump is there, and this from this filter, the fuel goes into the. This is the mechanical fuel injection pump, or it is a fuel injection pump, and through this fuel injection pump, the fuel enters into the fuel injection nozzles, or the fuel injectors, which are present in four cylinders. Because it is a four-cylinder engine, so fuel enters from the fuel injection pump through this. Just watch this video. I have already explained all that, but just see the component. This is the fuel tank. This is the primary fuel filter. This is the fuel lift pump. This is the secondary fuel filter, and then this is the fuel injection pump. Through fuel injection pump, the fuel goes into this fuel injection nozzles, or fuel injectors, and through this injection nozzles, the fuel is supplied in the form of spray or droplets into the cylinders. So just see this. This is the primary filter. This is the fuel lift pump. This is the secondary fuel filter. Fuel injection pump. This is the fuel injection pump. There are four injectors. Okay. Just listen that when there is overflow. Okay, this is there may be a overflow all, and when the quantity of fuel supply is more, then overflow whatever may be the fuel which may be a more quantity is supplied to the combustion chamber, and this fuel enters into the fuel tank. Okay, the fuel enters into the fuel tank again from these cylinders when overflow is there.